I got this in the mail, and this is from BK Beauty, and they are well known for their makeup brushes. As someone who is a 35-year pro makeup artist, and fun fact, I used to make makeup brushes. I sold makeup brushes in my Chicago studio for 15 years. So when I say that I know about makeup brushes, baby, your mama kitten knows about makeup brushes. And so let's get into this box. Look how cute it came. I'm gonna give y'all a real review. First of all, beautiful packaging. Oh, bitch, look. These are her Holy Grail Trio. I had the privilege of meeting the owners of BK Beauty a couple years ago, and they're actually here in Austin, Texas. First of all, you want to hate Lisa because she's just so damn pretty, but she's so sweet. And you know what I love most about them as human beings is tell you how much that I like these two as a couple. I like them, number one, is because Lisa was just a makeup artist who came up with brushes. She has an amazing YouTube channel. She does fantastic tutorials. I love her style. And they're just good salt of the earth people who want to do good with their customers, and they literally have some of the nicest brushes. But you know how I do here on my channel and all my friends know I don't BS. Even if I like you, I'm going to tell you the honest truth. But I have to tell you, as someone who has made makeup brushes, I do know that what I have seen, their quality is amazing. But I'm going to inspect them here with you on camera because I think that y'all want to know the real truth. So this looks like their travel set. What's not to love? Look how cute that is. I don't wear a ton of makeup, but they have a ton of brushes. I was going through their catalog and I was looking at them. They have a ton of brushes if you do like to wear a lot of makeup and you like to have fun with your artistry. And to my pro friends out here, these are really cute. So if you teach makeup classes or things like that, they have a nice bit of weight to them. They're not too light, so they'll be able to work in your hands really nicely as an artist, as a pro, or even as a consumer. That is winning on the handle. So that is really, really beautiful too. So that makes it easy when you're looking at instructions. Your eyeshadow basics here. This one's going to be great for concealer. I love that one. I think every woman, every man, whoever wears makeup, you need one of these in your professional kit. You need one of these in your personal kit. Sorry, not sorry. One of my staples, cannot live without a brush like this. This one also, one of my must-haves. I love this one for concealer. This is the little makeup travel kit, and it's literally everything that you would need to create blush, your foundation, and concealers, and even eyeshadows. So this is a perfect little guy. And if you have something like an eyeliner and then a mascara, you literally have your whole little look, which is fantastic. And then look at this beautiful little case. I could put just enough of my makeup in this kit to travel with, and that's all I would really need, which as someone who is always on the go, really cute. So we're going to go into that. So the next one I got sent was the Holy Grail Trio. Oh my goodness. Look how cute this box is. Oh, look at these fluffy guys. Oh, look at this beautiful case that it comes in. I do love a burgundy color. It's got this beautiful rose gold zipper. Zipper moves very nicely. The inside's wipeable, which is important when you have makeup brushes. Oh, look at this fluffy guy. You know what this one would be great for? And I'm going to do a makeup look here with it. This is great for body makeup too. And then you've got another little push guy. He's going to be great for foundation as well. And then look at this little concealer brush. Oh, I love him. First impressions, beautiful brushes, very well made, price point, very reasonable. The other great thing is you're not supporting a big corporate conglomerate. I said it, okay? If you're sick of the tech bro millionaires and you're sick of the big billionaires owning everything, this is another company to really look at. If we have watched their success over the years, I could not be happier for them as humans and as a company and as a woman-led business. I think these brushes are fantastic. They're going to look beautiful on your makeup counter. They're just stunning. Absolutely stunning. So now is the real test. Let's give them a whirl as a 35-year pro makeup artist and 57-year-old skin. Let's see how they get down. Let me see what I want to put on today. I think I want to use this guy. This is the 109 brush. He looks super interesting. He looks like a brush that I would love. I'm also wanted to try the A506. I want to try this with concealer. So the foundation that I'm going to pair with this today is going to be the Lancome Stick Foundation. I love this. And I'm also going to use it as my concealer. Now, I already have my skin prep on, and if you want to see the video of how I do my face for skin prep, just click on the link below and I'll put a link there. So I don't care how good your brushes and tools are. If you don't have great skin prep, you're doing yourself a disservice. So always make sure that you prep your skin with great skincare products that also play well with makeup. And that's why that you will love our skincare line. I've got my mirror here. Okay, so the first thing that I want to do is I have our wrinkle smoothing eye cream. I'm going to apply this underneath my eye. And I'm just going to use my finger and I'm just going to tap it. Now, I don't want to rub it all in because I want that concealer to look super beautiful and I want it to look skin-like. And when I smile, I don't want to show the fine lines and wrinkles. So let's just say, let me use this brush as an example. You're going to get two very different applications from these brushes. Will they both put on concealer? Yes, but this guy, he's going to go on more opaque because he's tightly wound in that brush. This one's going to go on more airbrushed, reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. You're probably going to want to go with this guy. But now there might be an occasion every now and then that I need to use this guy because maybe my allergies are messed up or maybe I wanted to cover some redness in a certain area of my face. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a little bit of this Lancome Stick Foundation. Even though it's technically not a concealer, I like my products to do double duty. So I'm going to apply a little bit right here. I got a little bit of redness there on my nose. I'm just going to tap it all over, right? The great thing about using your fingers is that the heat of your fingers is going to melt the viscosity of the product and it's going to melt into the skin. This one's a little bit dark and you might be thinking, why aren't you going with a lighter color foundation or a lighter color concealer? The lighter color concealer is not, the chroma of the pigment is not strong enough to cover that darkness. I want to make sure that I get that all in. And if I need a little brightening, I can put a little brightening underneath there. You can also use correctors for things like that. But because I don't want a ton of product or opacity on my skin, I just go in with a little bit of a darker foundation. Now I'm going to take this brush. I'm just going to press that in. And this is what I call stippling. I'm not sure what Lisa calls it, but I'm sure it's the same method. And then look how beautiful that looks. And then when I smile, it just looks like gorgeous. So between the skin prep, the wrinkle smoothing eye cream, the brush, and the concealer, the heat of your fingers is the perfect cocktail for like skin that looks like skin. That looks so beautiful. And when I smile, like, yeah, I can see my smile lines, but I have lines. I'm 57. And I'm going to go around this nose here. Now, me personally, I don't care to cover up all of the redness or discoloration in my skin. This is just who I am. But these brushes are just, oh my goodness. I love how this presses in. Honestly, I could do my whole face with this brush. Got a little redness here where my glasses kind of rub. I always want to put a little bit on my nose. Look how skin-like that looks. I am telling y'all, these are like the perfect over 50 holy grail. I'm going to take a little bit of the stick foundation, and because I used a little bit of the eye cream on the top of my lid, I'm just going to add a little here. Now I'm going to take this brush. I love that. This is the A506 brush. You need this one. But now I want to take a little bit of a darker concealer. I'm going to kind of go like right here. But I like this one too because he's still fluffy enough that it's not going to look like I have a ton of opacity there. I have this little bitty red dot here. This color is a little bit darker, but that's okay. I'm going to go right here. I'm a little bit red too. Go right here in the corners because he's really good inside of here. I tend not to go right underneath my lash line and cover all of that up because believe it or not, that'll actually make your eye look smaller. That little puff right here, here. And then I'm also going to use this around here. I used to do a ton of celebrities, red carpet. I did a ton of weddings. I'm at that age that I just don't care about my red nose. But when I need to be on camera or I'm doing something special, this is a great brush for that. I'm going to take this brush, kind of go on the inside of the nose, especially if you're getting a photo taken. Don't forget the inside of your nose here, dude. And I'm just going to do a little bit right through here at the top of my nose. Now, I also have like a little bit of broken capillaries right here on the top of my lip. He's going to be good for this too. This color is a little bit dark, but I do like a darker color when I'm covering redness, and then I can go on top with a lighter color in my perfect shade, because remember, a light color cannot cover something dark. Yeah, you could use color correctors, but I always find that they're a little bit hard to manipulate, and I don't have time to do all that. So sometimes I just find using a flesh tone color that is a little bit darker just works better for my lifestyle. Now, if you're a pro makeup artist and you're doing this professionally, you can use neutralizers and color concealers and things like that. So I'm just going to press him here. I'm gonna work him in and see, look at how airbrushed that goes on. Oh my goodness, so good. I'm not trying to cover my whole face. I just want to cover the redness a little bit. I get a little bit red through here. I still want my skin to look like skin. Honestly, I do love a good big brush, but sometimes I love these little guys for doing the whole face. Honestly, that's all the foundation that I really want to wear. These brushes are fantastic, you guys. They're so good. So I have that on. I have my nose done with the Skin Prep stick foundation, and these brushes are just such a good combination. Again, I am not trying to cover up my skin so much that it looks like a mask. As long as it looks like somewhat presentable, we're good. Now, because I love a cream blush, I'm going to take this 109 brush. Oh my gosh, I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to add a little bit of contour. I always had a love-hate with contour when all of it became a thing, mostly because this was really only a technique that was used in photo studios and in controlled environments, TV, black and white film, things like that. For the most part, it's not like good walking around stuff. I've seen people that have on so much contour that is just crazy. But this brush makes adding a little bit of depth here really beautiful. And then I'm going to come in here with this is the Youngblood Stick Foundation. Look at this, how I'm going to use this brush. I'm going to add a little bit here. I'm going to add it just to the pops and tops of my cheeks. So pretty. If you ever want to blend anything out, just take some of this product off of your brush and then just press. And look how good that looks. Still looks like skin. My skin is super touchable. The brushes put on the makeup so beautifully. My complexion looks healthy. It looks good for almost 57. I am loving these brushes. These are going to be my jam. Let me put a little lip gloss on. Yeah, I have them in all the colors. Obsessed. I actually have a couple of these colors. I keep one in it, like a couple of bags. Let's do some eyeshadow. These are some old Chanel sticks. I love the Chanel eye sticks. So let's do this. I'm going to put a little bit on my eye here. I'm going to go all over. I love that it just kind of brightens my eye a little bit. The reason I'm kind of just putting it all over for me is because I wear glasses and I don't really wear a ton of eyeshadow. Oh, look at how pretty that presses. I'm going to grab this brush and a little bit of water balm. Let's try something. These are the Victoria Beckham eyeshadows. At 57, with super dry, super dehydrated skin, powders are not really my thing. But when you have a fluffy brush like this, going to apply powder on the eye really beautifully without a ton of pigment, which is what I want for my 57-year-old skin. So I'm just going to use a little bit of this, and then I'm just going to apply here. One of the nice things about a powder and using a brush like this is a powder will set a cream. So if you are going somewhere really important, you may want to just go ahead and get the powder. Just going to put this all over. Now, because I did the brush all over, I'm going to use just the tip, and I'm just going to make a little circular motion right here. My eyes are kind of close together, so I think this type of eyeshadow works. Look at how beautiful that goes on. So, so good. Now I'm going to take a little bit of that pencil. I'm going to kind of go up here above my brow and just kind of pop that. So now I have on my eyeshadow, right? And it still looks pretty. Let's add a ton here where the shadow just looks powdery. Being blind is fun. Let's do a trick with this. So I'm going to take this, was this the 509 brush? I can't see. But let's take a little bit of water balm right here in the top of my cap. Watch. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit here. I'm going to tap little bunny punches right here at the top. Does that not look like skin or what? This is that girl. Okay, I need like 100 of these brushes in my kit. I'm going to tell you, if I still did makeup, I literally would, this would be my ride or die brush. So good. And now it just looks like skin. My eyeshadow doesn't look dry. It doesn't look cakey. It doesn't look, ugh. Like I don't look like the Crypt Keeper. Look at that. Girl, I am feeling myself. And then whatever I have left, I'm just going to bunny punch it. Bunny punch it. So when you want your eyeshadow to look like it's skin, that's how you do it. I should have put on lash extensions today, but look how good that looks. As you see, these brushes are phenomenal. And I love that there's this bigger one for the face that you can do as well. BK Beauty knocked it out of the park with these guys. My 57-year-old skin is skinning. So if you want makeup brushes that make your face look airbrushed, if you were over a certain age and you want your face to look beautiful, skin that looks like skin, you want these brushes. And you want good skin prep. But for the most part, all of these all work together to get that beautiful skin length. My review on the BK Beauty brushes is they are definitely worth having in your kit. And if you're a pro makeup artist, these are definitely kit friendly and I think you're going to love them. I actually love the size of the handles too. I need to go like get dressed and do more videos. So anyway, BK brushes, click on the link below. And Lisa and Paul, congratulations on all your success. It could not have happened to a more deserving couple. Everybody, hope that helps. Mwah. Bye.